Hey guys, it's Brandon. Sorry I haven't updated my personal channel in a long time. I've been doing a lot of videos for the FTM Transception channel, and I'll put a link to that channel down there. But I just haven't had a chance to update on the personal one, so I figured I should. I don't think I've done it in a couple months. I'm a little over 10 months on T now, getting real close to the 1 year, so that's really exciting. But I just haven't felt the need, I guess, to document the changes that I've been experiencing quite as closely. I was very obsessed with what changes, physical changes, mental changes, emotional changes, all that sort of stuff. And, I mean, emotional changes, I feel so much more freedom to a point where I just don't even worry about every little thing that occurs. I'm just existing, and that feels really nice. But physical changes, what's happened recently? So I got this thing going on. It's really nice. It's a little uneven, but I like it. And, you know, still feeling in there. I got some new hair. I'm a fan of it. You know, I really don't have a problem in the body hair department. So that's been pretty cool. I think that I'm gendered correctly probably almost 100% of the time. I'd say 90-something% of the time. And I think a lot of that is just being in a group, and if it's mostly women, and having them be like, oh, you know, have a good day, ladies. Things like that. And that shouldn't count. I realize that shouldn't count, and that shouldn't bother me, because that happens to cis guys. I've seen it. I've watched it happen. I've heard them tell me that it happens. I've also heard that on the phone sometimes cis guys get called ma'am. So even though that rarely happens now, when it does happen, I am trying just really hard to let it go. I'm not saying that it doesn't bother me, but I'm trying to evolve to that point where none of that stuff should count, and it doesn't matter. I'm being seen as male in public, and it's pretty fantastic. So I've been battling with some health insurance stuff. I don't know if anybody's having that issue right now, but I changed everything on my Social Security, driver's license, everything over to male. So legally I'm male, even though I've not had any surgery. And it used to be required to get surgery, and I thought that was kind of bogus when I heard that used to be like the big rule. But now I kind of understand why, because I cannot get female procedures. And I just never thought about it before that. I was like, well, no, of course I don't want that. Of course I want, you know, put M's everywhere. Yeah, of course. But it's like, you're talking about a procedure like a histo that's going to be like over $20,000 out of pocket now, because they won't cover that, because why would a male need a hysterectomy? I mean, that's literally what I'm being told by my health insurance company, is like, well, you're male, you don't need this, and it doesn't matter how I explain it. They said, no, the government considers you legally male. Fork over the cash. So that's kind of a pain in the ass, but it's a weird situation. I want to be recognized as male by the government. I don't want any questions. I want the only thing that has to come up in the future is why did you change your name? And I can pass that off pretty easily as, you know, oh, well, I didn't like, my name sounded too feminine, and so I changed it. I've already had people think that that was the case when they saw my name changes. They're like, oh man, that must have been a hard name to grow up with. And it's like, yeah, done. So to continue to be female on my health insurance, and recognized by the government as female, it seems like a real nuisance for somebody that wants to live stealth. But this is the issue that, you know, I've created for myself by doing so, is that now any female procedures will not be covered by my insurance. They don't give a shit. Anyway, that's my main issue that I'm kind of battling right now. I don't know if anybody has any advice as far as that goes, or is dealing with something similar. But overall, you know, things are pretty good. Otherwise, I'm feeling good. I feel, you know, pretty great. I'm really tired lately, but I think that that's just because I need to exercise more. So if anybody wants to, you know, whip my ass into shape via text, you just go ahead and do that, because I need the motivation. So anyway, I'll cut it short. I just wanted to do a quick update, and this is my voice 10 months on T.